Hope so. Okay. Great. Okay, everybody can see my slide now?
Boleh, Doktor.
Okay, thank you. So, chapter 4 is about organizing sales effort. How do we organize our sales team? Okay. And again, I would like to remind you that this subject is about B2B, business to business, meaning to say that our customer also are business entities, okay? So our sales personnel that we are going to discuss, or what have been discussed in this subject related with the salesperson for another business entity. It is not for end user or consumer. Okay, these are the things that we are going to highlight. The first one, importance of sales organization decision. Second one, purpose of sales organization. Third one is horizontal structures, Sailforce. And last one is organizing to service national and key account. So this chapter 4, I consider as a short and simple slide or simple chapters. Okay, so if you have anything, you can always interrupt me at any point of time so that we can, I can explain further if you have any problem. Okay, important of sales organization decision. Why sales organization decisions are important. So a strong corporate vision and effective strategic marketing planning are closely linked with how the organization is structured and how it interacts with its customer. So effective strategic market planning is very important with how the organization is structured and how it interacts with customer. Meaning to say that the strategic marketing planning must have some ideas or some outline to highlight how organization is structured. Organization is structured meaning that how do the management try to design the organization, okay, in terms of market planning including sales and including sale workforce, and how these people and this division interact with its customer. So this chapter stresses on the importance of designing an appropriate organizational framework for Sailforce as an integral part of a firm's sales program and examine issues involved in developing such a framework. So this whole chapter will look into the design of the organizational framework, how it relates with, if we wanted to see, to make you easy to understand, when we are discussing about organizational framework, same like when you learn management, okay, you have one chapters about organizing, and that chapter, organization of any company or any firm, can be done based on region, can be done based on customer, can be done based on product, and so on and so forth. So basically, this chapter roughly will discuss about that too. The organizing of the organization. Only how it differs with fundamental of management is that now we are focusing only on sale workforce. If in fundamental of management, we are looking at the whole organization, but for this chapter, for this subject MKT623, we are still talking about organization, only that we are focusing on sales workforce. That's the only difference. Okay, this is the purpose of sales organization. So why we need to have this kind of structure? Firstly, same like what we have learned in fundamental of management, why do we need to have organization? Because of division and specialization of labor. So activities should be divided and arranged in such a way that the firm can benefit from the specialization of labor. In fundamental of management, we learn that division can be, for example, finance, marketing, operation, and so on and so forth. However, for this specialization and division, okay, this is about marketing, but inside marketing department, they also have specialization in which everybody will have its own tasks, okay, to perform. Second one, stability and continuity of organizational performance. Because the organizational structure should provide for stability and continuity in the firm's selling effort. Why is that so? Because in marketing department, we will have several type of customer. Okay, they can be customer that belong to education, for example. There probably some customer that are from business entity. There are some organization maybe based on what you call badan berkanun. Okay, there are some government linked company, GLC. So this kind of each of the industry or this kind of big corporation, normally they will have their own way in term of purchasing or make procurement. Procurement meaning that to purchase for their company for or either that product will be sell back or that product will be belong to the certain big organization such as university. So the reason why we need to have a specialization because each of these will have different procedures, different way of doing things. Okay, even the tender policy probably different, tender procedure probably different. The way they purchase, the requirement for submission and so on may be different. That's why we need to have the specific person that specialize on this account. Okay, this individual account. Last one is a coordination and integration. The structure should provide for the coordination of the various activity assigned to different person in Sailforce and different department in the firm. Meaning to say that even though everybody is doing their work, everybody focusing on their specialization, on top of that, that particular person, each of the individual must coordinate with another division too. They need to communicate with another department too. There are certain things that need to be integrated. For example, the marketing probably made the order. After that, it should be linked with the team that handle delivery, for example. So when we are talking about that, from procurement to the delivery, it requires coordination and integration of process to ensure that the product can be delivered to customer. Okay. And then in 4.3, we are talking about horizontal structure Salesforce. Organization structure can be divided into two, horizontal and vertical. So this topic, we are discussing about horizontal structure. Horizontal structure meaning to say, for example, if we have one general manager, you probably have several departments. Several department, each of the department actually will lead by one person, probably the manager of the department. Meaning to say that each of the department actually belong to certain department and the level of each department actually equal in the organization. Horizontally are equal. Okay, now we are going to look at one by one about the horizontal structure Salesforce. The first one is deciding on company's sales force or independent agent. Horizontal structure, we have learned also in previous chapter that in sales force it's not necessarily that everybody come from our organization. There are some possibility that certain part of the selling process need to be conducted by our agent. By our agent. Meaning to say that that agent must report to the company, to the person or to the manager that handle the independent agent. However, we must remember that agents are not the employee. Meaning to say, the engagement between agent and the company should be project to project basis, and they are not entitled to get salary or benefit from the company. However, whatever contract that they get will get payment. Okay, second one, organizational, graphic organization, geographic organization. Geographic organization meaning that if the sales department have its subdivision, so that subdivision will be based on geographic. For example, okay, this is the subdivision for northern area. Northern area meaning that that particular subdivision will focus on, for example, like Perlis, Kedah, Penang, and Perak Utara. And kita ada pula zon tengah, zon tengah dan kita ada zon selatan dan kita ada zon timur. So those are the geographic organization. Meaning if we have, for example, for zone timur, all the salesperson will only in charge for state of Kelantan and Terengganu only. If it is, if they are focusing on zone tengah, probably Selatan Perak, okay, Selangor, Kuala Lumpur, Putrajaya, and maybe Penang. Pahang. So those are the geographic organization. Product organization meaning that the subdivision or sub-department will be based on product. For example, like shampoo, conditioner, baby shampoo, and so on and so forth. And also organization by customer type or market. Customer type or market, for example, if we classify, okay, if you are GLC, government link company, there will be one person who are handle. Education, there will be one person who are handle. And if kerajaan persekutuan, one team. And if it is like major account, big account like Bank Negara is another company. Okay, and then we also have the organization by selling function. This is also another way of setting up the department for sale. Okay, selling function, for example, if the transaction 10,000 and below, there will be one person who handle. If it is contract between uh one 10,000 and ringgit up to 20,000, it will be belong to someone else. So those are the type of function. It can be done that way. And also the role of telemarketing. So even when I worked last time back and in 2000, in the year of 2000, 1998, 1999, we already have, at that time, we already have telemarketing. Telemarketing also the same thing. There are telemarketing, in the telemarketing itself, it also have a subdivision. So telemarketing can be subdivision of Sailforce. In the telemarketing, they will have a subdivision, such as this one for education, this one for banking, and this one for education, and so on and so forth. Okay. And then we have also the decision on a company sales force or independent agent. When is the time when the company need to decide, they need to have the agent. Okay, so this is how the company decide. First one, they must know what are the type of agent the company need. Okay, is it a manufacturer representative, or is it the selling agent? Manufacturing representative, for example, if we wanted to sell a photocopy machine by Ricoh, okay, and we wanted to submit a contract to a university. So the type of agent we wanted to engage, it can be the company, the sales representative from the company, but when they visit the customers, they will also bring someone from RICO. So that someone from RICO are the manufacturer's representative. Or another way is outsourcing totally the selling agent, meaning to say that the company just appointed this company to become the agent, one company to become the agent. That particular company will handle everything, including meeting the customer and so on and so forth. So it's a bit different from manufacturer's representative and selling agent. Second one, deciding when outside agent are appropriate. Not all the time the company should use agent. So these are the 6 C's when the company need to engage agent. The first one is the compatible line. Compatible meaning to say that the agent and the company actually discussing or have the same understanding and both can have a win-win situation. Compatible. There is a clear cut between what need to be done by the company and what need to be done by agent. Clear cut. That is one. Second one, compatible. Okay. Compatible meaning to say if we merge the forces between agent and the business, it should be together without problems. Without problem. Meaning to say everybody from the agent and the company can sit together to discuss on certain thing. And then after that, it also that is about compatible territories. So both agent and people from company can sit together to discuss on territories. Which part belong to agent and which part belong to the company. They can sit together and it should be clearly defined so that there is no dispute after that to say that, okay, this is my area. You are not supposed to come here. So those things need to be clear. And then we also have what we call the compatible customer. To the customer, regardless either you are from business or you are from agent, to the customer, it should come from one company. So the agent must be professional enough to represent the company, even though there are probably some problem happen between agent and company. But to the customer, these two entities should be seamless. Either from agent or either the sales task force from the company, both should be no different to the customer. And then credibility, uh, cred, credibility of rep. Credibility of rep meaning there is no difference between the competency of the business salesperson and competency of the agent. So both, like I said earlier, to the customer, it should come from one company, even though one salesperson come from company and the other one from agent. But to the customer, to the view of the customer, it should be the same. And also capabilities. Agent must be capable to absorb the information from the business, must be capable to handle, to know their line, they must know their territory, they must know their responsibility and accountability of what they are doing, dealing with our customer. And also last one is about credit. Normally, business prefer to have the agent that can work on credit base. Credit base meaning that it will be based on the output. Once you achieve certain thing, then the business will or the company will pay to the agent. The third one is economic criteria. Business uh should choose the agent based on economic criteria by looking at the level of cost versus sales volume. Sometimes it probably incur 20% of cost, but at the same time, it can increase 200% of volume, sales volume. If that's the case, the company should invest. Okay, even though they have to be like rugi sikit, but at the end of the day, they should have more thing. Okay, they will gain more as as they just focus on their own salesperson. So if this is the condition, the company should employ the agent. And then control and strategic criteria, preferably of the organization. Agent must know what they can do, what they can't do. Business must know what they can give and what they cannot give. So both must have a common understanding on the same ground level to discuss about this. Okay, so there should be no control, not so much of control between either agent must control the business or business will control the agent. It is not like that, but rather should be about working together to achieve the objective. And then transaction cost. It is about investment on transaction cost higher than internal sales task force. Sometimes if we engage agent, okay, the cost is cheaper than we train internal sales task force. It's better for the management to engage the external task force. However, if investment of external task force higher than recruiting for internal sales task force, therefore the company should not employ agent. Okay, last one is about strategic flexibility. Agents are more flexible most of the time as compared to our own company people. Simply because agents really work professionally and very objective. Very objective. They will deliver what they need to deliver, and once complete, they assume to get money, to get the payment, and that's it. But if the salesperson come from people from business, sometimes this will become an issue. I don't want to do this because I don't have benefit. I don't want to do this because you don't give me bonus. I don't want to do this because I have no increment. So there's a lot of things that need to be considered. However, when dealing with agent, normally it is more flexible as compared to using our own team members. Okay. Organizing to service national and key account. This is also very important because of this key account. Key account normally is a big account. Okay, so special organization arrangement for the major account management function. When we are talking about major account of salesperson or for sales, normally we consider it as the valuable customer. So if I recall back my experience previously, one of the major account for our company was Bank Negara Malaysia. So that kind of business, okay, that kind of customer refers to company you cannot lose. If possible, you try to retain the same customer and try to continue. After one contract, we will try to renew the contract. But to handle that, it is not easy. And based on our company practices last time, if one person already been given one major account, they have to make sure that income for that particular year must be 50% come from that major account. So those are the the KPI or performance indicator that the company can give to the sales personnel at the beginning of the year. Okay, how to handle major account? First one, assigning key account to top sales executive. Key account normally have the best, they will always have the best salesperson to handle this account. So, what is the criteria of good salesperson or sales executive? Normally, they can negotiate. This is one of the main important criteria of a top sales executive. Normally, they know how to negotiate. When negotiating, it doesn't mean that the company or this particular person will say yes all the time. No. Normally, top sale executive will try to give a bit and take a bit. Meaning to say that they will try to make the arrangement in a way that they will negotiate in a way that both party will have win-win situation for both parties. So top sale executive very difficult to produce, but once produced, very easy for them to leave the company and join another company. Second one, creating a separation or corporate division. Normally, major account will have their own team to handle. Like when I worked last time, our major account, such as Bank Negara, will have the sales. They will have their sales executive. They will have their own team engineers that will stand by and also handling maintenance for them. So at any point of time, this team, whatever problem related with that particular account, this team will handle. Uh, so another team, probably they will have another major account. And last one is to create a separate Sailforce to handle major account. So this is actually also the way how my company last time handle our accounts. By having this, actually, this is what I mean by division of law, specialization on labor. One particular person who already familiar with certain major account, normally they are able to handle the account well. They are able to negotiate, and customer most of the time already feeling comfortable with them. If the customer feeling comfortable with this group, meaning that they started to creating what you call a loyal customer, and they will start to have a repeat purchase. So organizing to serve national and key account. It can be several types. First one, team selling. Team selling meaning that when we wanted to approach and maintain certain account, we can have a team like I said before this. That team will try their very best to support the account. And also it should be multi-level selling. Multi-level selling meaning to say that if we have a major account, sometimes they will have the quotation level of selling, and they probably have a contract level of selling. So the quotation level, for example, like they purchase the MRO, maintenance and operation spare part components, such as spare parts, such as toner, things like that. So for major account, we cannot expect that we only entertain like contract, or we only entertain tenders. No, we need to cover everything. If, for example, the customer wanted to engage with us, come to us with a small purchase, small transaction, small procurement, we still entertain. Meaning to say that the company should be able to cover whatever the major account wants. Okay, at every level of the in the purchasing and procurement. And the third one is co-marketing alliances. There are some possibility that whenever we wanted to move in, to go into certain people, certain company, we need to go with co-marketing alliances. Co-marketing alliances meaning that the project may come from us, but we need people if we are selling um, based on devices such as your laptop, your notebook, right? And if we engage, katalah we decide for this particular project to use HP notebook, HP printer, HP monitor, and HP desktop PCs. We are providing solution for everything. So these devices such as the desktop computers and so on, actually we get it from HP. So if we wanted to meet the customer, actually we can take HP with us, okay, to do the marketing activity. And if that happens, that's what it means by co-marketing alliances. We work together with our supplier to hit certain projects, especially the major account or service national. And another one is logistical alliances and computerized ordering. This one actually is more like big, what we call hypermarket, such as Lotus, last time Tesco. Normally, they will have what I call the logistical alliances and computerized ordering, meaning that their system is automated. Once the customer started to purchase the product, the level of inventory will start decreasing. Come to the certain point, the minimum order, when the value of the inventory decreasing to certain level, the company need to do ordering. That ordering in computerized ordering will be made by the system. System will send the notification, for example, okay, Lotus, suddenly the shampoo for P&G started to decrease and they start to reorder. So the computer will give the notification straight to the P&G and make the order. So for this kind of thing, normally PNG will cover not only the ordering, but will also ensure that the business like Lotus or Tesco will get their inventory on time before the inventory started to hit level, meaning that it adalah product out of stock. Alright, that's all for chapter 4 today. And I will stop recording.